Hey everyone, Alibaba reported fiscal 2023 first quarter earnings results, and in this video I was going to review the big picture items from those earnings results. I was also going to update my buy recommendation on Alibaba stock. Heading into these earnings, I had rated Alibaba stock as a buy, and at the end of this video I'll update that recommendation and let you know if I changed it based on what I saw in this quarter's earnings. So let's begin. So revenue increased by 2% to 30.3 billion. Meanwhile, operating income decreased by 9% to 2.2 billion. Of course, the economic reopening in China only really started in January, so that economy has been the latest to come out of lockdowns, so it's in a different position than the rest of the world as far as consumer behavior. Additionally, they announced, and I pulled this quote from their website, that they're taking concrete steps towards unlocking value from our businesses, and they're pleased to announce that their board has approved a full spin-off of the Cloud Intelligence Group via a stock dividend distribution with shareholders. In other words, the company is splitting off its cloud segment. Now, I know a lot of people think of Alibaba as sort of the Amazon of China, but the business is a little bit different than with Amazon here in the US. Amazon Amazon's business valuation is significantly dependent on its cloud business. The cloud segment generates over 100% of the profits for Amazon, while the rest of the business is negative profitability. That's not the case with Alibaba, and I'll show you a little bit later on in the video. For the quarter ending in March, online physical goods purchased decreased by mid single digits year over year. However, the metric turned positive in the last month of the quarter. So remember, I mentioned that the Chinese economy only restarted reopening in January. Well, the consumer recovery has been slow. Until March, it looks like it turned positive. And so I've seen this with some of the other companies that I'm also following that have also said that the economic recovery in China has been slow to rebound, namely Starbucks and Nike. Also, Apple, which has a large presence in China, they've all noted that the consumer recovery has been slow. It hasn't been a snapback V shaped recovery right when the economy reopened in January. So it's been a slow, steady reopening, more like a light dimmer than a light switch turning back on. In April, Alibaba announced its latest large language model. Of course, artificial intelligence has been on the mind of businesses and investors worldwide. Alibaba is not getting left behind. It launched its own AI model. Now, let me show you what I meant when I said that Alibaba's business is not dependent on the cloud the way Amazon is. So here I have a breakdown of Alibaba's latest quarter's results in terms of revenue and income from operations here on the top for its most recent quarter. And this is compared to the same quarter last year. So if you look at revenue and income from operations, and we look on the top here, Chinese commerce, so commerce in the China region, accounts for the significant majority of Alibaba's revenue and operate income from operations. You look here. If you go across the board, it's the only segment in Alibaba that's profitable in terms of income from operations. You look across, everything else is negative, including the cloud business, right? The cloud business generated negative operating income for Alibaba in its most recent quarter, and it only generated less than 1/10 the revenue of its China commerce business. So the commerce segment is vastly more important to Alibaba compared to Amazon, which its cloud business is vastly more important. So big difference there in terms of the two companies. Okay, to finish the video, I would like to update my recommendation on Alibaba stock. Heading into the quarter, I had Alibaba stock rated as a buy. Coming out of the quarter after reviewing the results, I still recommend Alibaba stock as a buy. I didn't see anything in the quarter that would have me downgrade the stock to a hold or a sell. I already knew going into the quarter that the Chinese economic recovery had been slow to rebound. I knew that from all of the other companies that I follow that have operations in China, and so I was already expecting a moderate recovery there. So for all those reasons, I still rate Alibaba stock as a buy. But that's all I've got for this video. Thank you so much for watching. I want to thank the Motley Fool for sponsoring this video. Visit fool.com/Parkev for the 10 best stocks to buy now.